No, 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 don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching.
But first thing you do, you come up to a tree. You got to remember, as far as your limbs come out, it's called your drip line. It means you got roots all the way out to here. And the buds are starting to swell. That tells you it's time to put on your fertilizer. I teach people, stay away from the chemicals, because we lived in the orchard. They want that perfect apple. We was subject to all the chemicals, and we had problems. Dormant oil. If you got fruit trees, if you ever tried dormant oil, it's not harmful to you. Dishwashing soap, Dawn Joy Ivory, organic. You use it in your dishes and everything. It's not harmful to you. But if you do this every week, dishwashing soap, that'll last you all season. You got to be faithful, though. Every week, you put up a barrier. It's organic. It ain't going to hurt you or your family. And I tell everybody, pick the organic, because it's not harmful chemical or to you. Always walk out in your little orchard and check your trees with a magnifying glass. Turn your leaves over. You don't see no red mite, no green mite, no scab, leaf curl, no problems on your tree. Don't worry about spraying it. You start seeing a little bit of problem, spray your tree one time and you stop it right then and there. This tree is like a child. You gotta make them listen. Everything's trying to be the sheep. Nobody wants to be the Indian. You gotta make them listen, though. Like I said, they're like a child, because it's programmed to reach towards the sun. And now, when it's coming up, it's gonna hit this stuff now because you nipped it. It's gonna shoot out, shoot out. You're gonna push it. You're gonna make them start working. You gotta be afraid not to whack on your tree. And the main thing is, you're making them listen. And remember, when you plant trees, just don't dig a hole small and stick a tree in. Yeah. You'll hit where you dug off and root curving. Because when you plant a tree, you're supposed to go like this. And when you dig a hole. Because if you don't, as soon as it hits, it's going to root curving. And always try to stake them like you got there. You need to pull this back up. Yeah. And right here is your stake. You can see it. Pull it back up. Leave it for 4 or 5 years and that, and you can take that stake out and it finally harden right there. People use like garden hoses, running through and strap it. You can do it like that, or use a flat strap. But whenever you do it and you feel it real tight and tough, pull it up a little bit, stop. Come back in about 2 or 3 or 4 days, pull a little bit more, tight. Don't do it all at once. If you do, you break. But you should always stake your trees. This has got to feel something being done to it there. Because here's going to be your future right here. You got to get sunlight in there. That's what gives you the flavor. And I'm looking for the future here. There's one limb. This is going to be the other limbs finally coming out here because we took these big. The extra energy from here will come into here now. We found out in the orchards, people that don't keep it mowed, don't put mulch ever or anything like that. Here's why. Mice, bad winters, they burrow down in. They hide from skunks, owls, hawks, cats, predators. They burrow down in, and they like this kind of stuff. You get a bad winter, they chew on your roots down in there, and they start around your tree. Once they do that, your tree's getting weaker and weaker. You wonder why? Well, because they're hiding. But if you keep this grass there, they'll go to that stuff, to the other stuff. They won't come over because they know they're going to get caught. And here's another thing. We found out pest-controlled sulfurs. If you got mice problems, groundhogs, rabbits, or anything like that, pest-controlled sulfur is not going to hurt you. It's just sulfur. You know how it smells? Like rotten egg. It'll last for a whole year, and not one bite will happen on that tree. Rabbits, groundhogs, mice, they won't touch that tree. But if you get problem with deers now, soap, zest, Irish Spring, drill a hole in them, hang them on your trees. And if you can go to barbers, ask them for the hair. Can I have your hair and sweep it up? And get some bags, whatever, where it can breathe through, make some hair balls. Hang a few hair balls. And if you really got bad deer problem, the guys come out at nighttime, take a leak over there. But here's why. The deers are so smart. They come out along the wood line. They somebody's over there. I'm not going over there. I'll get plugged. They'll swing around to your neighbor. Whenever you get limbs that are going too much up, make yourself props for your future so you can go like this. And once you leave that for in the spring now, about 2 or 3 months, you can take that stick out and stay in that position. You got to always prop your limb. You prop this limb out. You got a nice limb coming out here, but you got to prop them. Once you prop them for a little bit, then you take them props out. When the sap comes up, it'll harden just like that. if you don't leave some suckers, if you got 3 or 4 suckers and a couple of them going like that, well, that's going to turn into limbs. So you're looking at the tree and you say, wow, okay, God, what did he do to my top? You control how you want this tree to be. But what this tree's got to feel, it's got to feel something being done to it. Because if it don't feel something being done to it, it's just going to get lazy. Now, when you bring it back up and fertilize, this tree, it'll take off like a B-29 because it's going in the right direction. If you don't do this, you're going to have this problem all the time. Because once it stops this, it thickens out like it's supposed to. You made it listen. People don't realize they're like a child. If you don't make them listen, they're going to do anything they want to do. You start pruning in late December all the way to the end of April. And when the sap starts coming up in April, walk away from your tree. If you get real bad damage, take a little latex white house paint and just paint this. Because that's interior latex white house paint. And it'll wash off, but it sealed itself without bugs getting in there and destroying your tree.
This is an unpruned tree.
And you make sure that keep away from any
All
kind of
reaching for the sky. Here's the prune tree. It's not reaching for the sky. It's been trimmed so that the branches can come out all these edges. All these little bumps will turn into branches with fruit on those little bumps. So you got to get them to spread out.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me.